Hey, what's up everybody? Everything that's been going on recently, I haven't really made any solid videos. This video again this is more of a video for Warputty 666, but of course anybody else who's interested in my vintage computer and Mac stuff. So this is an iBook G4. You can see it right there. It just says iBook G4. This is what it looks like. The keyboard is nice on this one. Again, there's all your ports, everything. So I'm going to show you guys this one here, and then here's my old. Move some. Here, this is my old G3 iBook. This one here, of course, is a G4, and I have actually a dual boot. And this is cool. I mentioned this too. On my 2006 iMac, I downgraded the software from Lion to Leopard. There, 10.5.4. So yeah, I got that all ready. Now, I think that this is cool. Just to show that off. You see how it has all the different classic backgrounds, and this is Leopard again. So pretty cool. And this inspired me to do a dual boot of macOS 10 Tiger and Leopard on this thing, so I'm going to show that off. If you hear that little grinding noise, whenever this thing starts up, there's a strange grinding noise. I don't know if that's because of, I'm assuming it's not the hard drive, I can tell. Either there's dust in the fan, or it's the CD drive spinning whenever it starts up. And for anybody who's looking to get one of these G4s, this is a 2005 one, you can get this exact same 2005 G4 iBook for, God, I think it was like less than $20, or less than $30 on eBay, just under. Oh, system. What was that? Sorry about that. It takes a little bit to boot. The hard drives are slow in these ones, but you can get them for like $30 on eBay. The guy has more than 10 of them. The only thing is though, they come with a 40 gig hard drive. They just don't have an operating system. So if you have discs, I'd highly recommend that. Also, for doing this dual boot, I used a USB flash drive. There's a special thing you have to do to boot it, but it's not too hard. You can just look it up. I forget what it's going to boot into here. It's booting up into Leopard. Set this down. It only has 512 megabytes of RAM in it. I'm gonna upgrade it to up to 1.5 gig, because of course there's 512 megabytes soldered into the board, and there's a RAM slot under the keyboard. So you can see it's the same thing as what I have on here. Actually, this is the graphics are good enough to support all the transparency effects and stuff, which is really nice. So here, just show off. Go to About This Mac. You have version 10.5.4. This is mainly for doing like photo editing and stuff on the internet. Once I get more RAM, it'll be really nice. So far, I only have 10.4 Fox on here, which is the most modern browser you can get for the PowerPC ones, and I have iPhoto 08. Besides that, it's all the default software. This is more showing off the dual boot, and you can see the two discs there. And to change between the two, you come to System Preferences. I would show off a speed comparison between these two, but let me just say, I'm going to do a Spotlight one, because it's a lot slower on here. But if you catch my drift, if I type in any set of numbers, it'll fuck up my video, so that's all I'm going to leave it at. Just come down here to Startup Disk and System Preferences. Then it'll let you choose between the operating systems. I think you can also add more than just two here. Then there's 10.4.11, which is Tiger, and just restart. The machine. I have yet to do the classic folder on this one. I'm sure it's the same I'm sure it's the same directions as for that. The strange thing is though, there is no option. I know it can run on any PowerPC Mac, the classic folder. But for me, there is no option for the classic folder in system preferences. I think I just need the folder for it. But on that G3, even before I had the folder, there was an option for OS 9. So I don't know exactly what that is. I'll have to mess with that further. On software for this one, I have installed, and this is funny for War Putty, I want to show you this one. I ordered iLife 05 to go with it, and this is just an example here. Here's Tiger, but there you go. It came in a sleeve, it's good. The one that didn't come in a sleeve, look at what happened to it. That is how I got it. Luckily the CD has everything that the DVD has, or the DVD has everything that the CD has and more, but it's totally destroyed. Let me set this down again so I can log in. This has Bluetooth on it as well. It has an Airport Extreme card, which means you can connect it to any modern Wi-Fi. I have Raven Shield on here. I again cannot get the discs to mount correctly. I have Civilization 3 on here and a few other things. I have, of course, iLife 06 because I could not get that one to install. This video is more just showing off the dual boot. I have yet to put a bunch of software on here, and then again you can see the 2 discs up in the corner. It's not the fastest thing ever. It does need more RAM. But yeah, applications. I also have 10.4 Fox on here. Actually, with iMovie, if I put more RAM in this, it actually might be good to do editing on. Like really. I have an old version of Firefox on here. Again, iLife 06. iWork 06 is on here. I have Microsoft Office 2004. And I have Thunderbird and Windows Media Player, but for other stuff, I see some here. Yeah, see, there's the Raven Shield discs. I'm not sure if you can see that. There's your Raven Shield discs. I don't know what it wants because it just says, please insert the Raven Shield CD-ROM. I'll show it here, if anyone can help me with this one. Raven Shield. Which for every other game I can just mount an image file and it works. And apparently you're supposed to be able to do it with this one too. But on the PC version of Raven Shield, it's disc 2 that you put in. On this one, you can mount that disc. Nothing. You can mount disc 1 at the same time, actually. You can have them both mounted. It won't do anything. I've tried changing the extension from Toast to EXE, or not EXE, ISO, and all sorts of different things. It doesn't make a difference. But yeah, and then I have an old version of iTunes here. It's just iTunes 4, I believe. Now I have iTunes 8 on the, or 7 on the Leopard installs because I sync it with this guy right here. You can see I have some music in here. Like, I don't have any of my good stuff. But yeah. I have my whole iTunes library in that one, but pretty cool little machine. If you upgraded this thing, it'd be pretty decent. I'm not sure if, like with Shadow Warrior, it didn't work correctly on my G3 with classic mode. I'm not sure if it would work on here or not. I have no clue. So my battery's dying and I'm running low on time, so maybe I'll do a Fallout vid, but there's my little G4. I'd highly recommend one just for screwing around with this stuff if you want like a mid-2000s, because again, 2005 one, you can get it with no OS. And just go to, of course, thank you War Putty for the site. Just go to Macintosh Garden and look up Mac OS 10, and they have every single version ever released, even the betas for PowerPC, Macs, for download. And they have they have iLife and everything for download. You can get a bunch of good software there. It's been very useful. And for War Putty, I'm not sure what version of Mac OS 10 your Mac runs, because I know you have a newer one. If you run at least Snow Leopard, you can run all of the PowerPC applications on Snow Leopard through a thing called Rosetta, which it's automatically installed. But starting with Lion and anything newer than that, they remove the functionality. So, yep. hope y'all enjoyed this one. I know it's kind of short, and I know the quality isn't the greatest. I'm just using my camera right here because I wanted to get it out quick. So, yeah. Catch you guys later.